My girlfriend hid me from a guy who has a crush on her. My girlfriend and I have been dating for a year and 4 months. For some background information, we broke up once and got together again. The reason being was because the relationship felt toxic and it was harming my mental health. She was being controlling and I've tried my best to please her in every way I can and do everything she wants me to, but it never felt enough. She kept asking for more and eventually, it drained me. I cut half of my friends off for her because she was feeling jealous of them. I couldn't spend time with my friends because she wanted all my attention on her, and I just felt like I was constantly walking on eggshells. I stated my concern and she understood me. She made some changes and she improved. This convinced me to go back to her, but it was mostly because I love her. This is where it starts. She told me she met a guy who worked at the cafe where she often goes. We'll call the guy Kenneth. She would talk about how Kenneth would come up to her and compliment her randomly, and now, to me, this is no surprise. My girlfriend is a gorgeous girl and she has quite the reputation at our place, so she gets compliments all the time and she would often have guys hit on her or try to get with her and it never really bothered me. I trust her a lot and I can't blame those people who like her. I get why they do and I'm just very happy that I'm the one she chose to love. Eventually, let's say they became acquaintances, and I told her that it's good that she's making a new friend and I didn't think much of it nor was I suspicious of anything, so that was that. Soon after that, she told me she had a feeling that Kenneth was manifesting her. I don't know much about manifestation so, I didn't really understand at first. But she explained it to me and told me that she has been thinking of Kenneth a lot more lately, but I trust her and brushed it off thinking that maybe she just randomly thought of him. But this one time, we were having a date and she told me she was thinking of Kenneth. Now, this is what bothered me. I was right in front of her and yet she was thinking of a whole different guy. Of course, this really broke my heart. I called the night off and decided to ask for some space which she agreed to. I spent the whole day gathering my thoughts and feelings to let it go. I was feeling a lot better but when we decided to talk again, she told me she hung out with him that day. This, again, broke my heart. She told me that it was out of her will and that her and Kenneth's friends set her up. I understand of course. It wasn't her choice so I decided to not make a fuss about it, although I was starting to feel jealous so, I told her how I felt but she didn't really seem to care. She acted like it wasn't a big deal. I decided to reach out to a friend of mine, and before any of you say anything, this girl has a boyfriend. I was asking for advice since she seemed to know more about it than I do. I seriously didn't know what to do or how to handle the situation and she gives the best advice. We were discussing it and suddenly she brought this up. Does Kenneth, his friends, and your girlfriend's friends know about you? And this is when it clicked. I never thought of that and it was starting to eat me up inside the more I thought of what my friend said. I decided to confront my girlfriend. I asked her if she ever told Kenneth and everyone else that she has a boyfriend and that boyfriend is me. The silence was so loud. Never, and I mean, never, have I ever heard silence this loud. To sum up her answer, she did not tell them about her status or me. This, really broke my heart. I felt like a phooey. I never would have done this to her. As soon as I meet someone I immediately tell them about my girlfriend. I asked why and she told me. I thought I made it clear, when they clearly didn't know. Bullcrap, total bullcrap. She hid me from them and I was extremely upset. The day after that, she decided to fully reject Kenneth and tell him about me. Am I satisfied? No, because it felt like she did it out of guilt and pity. I just need some advice because I don't know what to do.